Throughout the continent of Africa, young people are constantly logging into online social networking sites to make friends and share ideas. Sites like Facebook have become an important part of young people's social lives. VOA's UpFront host, Jackson Mvunganyi, has been talking to young people across the continent and now joins us to tell us what he found out. Jackson, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I know that in places like Nairobi, this has become phenomenal. Share with us what you found out.
Yes, in fact, in Nairobi, Facebook is the third most visited website behind Google and Yahoo. Many young people frequent these internet cafes that are spread around town, and they create social communities online. First, it was a curiosity to see this. It was what is the internet? Past couple of 10 years now, they've found a utility out of the internet, and most of them go on there to connect with their friends, reconnect with old friends, create communities of mutual interest and things of the like.
I know you're a big proponent of
yes, I
Facebook.
am.
We have discussions about this Facebook all the time. And I know you were just explaining earlier how you've really used it a lot to also boost the numbers of your program in UpFront.
Right.
And also found a lot of friends. And
well, apart from making personal friends off of the site, I have so many requests from people who have listened to the show and want to become a personal friend. And so what I use that as a chance to ask them for ideas about the show, the content, what are some of the issues that you want to talk about. And so it has become a platform also for them to share ideas amongst themselves. So they would, we have a couple of listeners each day that go on the UpFront Facebook site and, exchange ideas about what happened, the news of the day, what's popping, where are you hanging out?
Very quickly, many people will be curious, how do they go about this with the disadvantages that Africa has in terms of technological advancement?
Right. Well, this little thing called the mobile phone has actually become so ubiquitous that over 80 million, statistics show that over 80 million Africans now own a cell phone. Wow. Okay, and also, by the way, the misconception that Facebook is for only the young generation is that we have some older, people in their late 40s, 50s that are, using Facebook. But once going back to the how Facebook has helped bridge the technology divide, the gap. Most people have their cell phones, not the fancy iPhones or the Blackberries. And I was very surprised. I called one young law student in Nairobi, and I asked her, how do you access Facebook? And she said, I'm accessing it right now on my small cell phone. I was like, wow, the data charges must be really high on that. I
know between you and Makori, you have thousands and thousands of Facebook friends. Right. But really, there must be some risks to being so out there, being out there like that.
Well, the way you mediate your life online, of course, is very different. You have to have a way to create access levels that are different that you would create on your real life. Okay, so your friend or your brother has different access to your life online or in the virtual world that a friend that you don't know but was a fan of the show wants to have. So the way you mediate that and create access points is very important.
Exactly. We want to thank you very much, Jackson Mvunganyi, UpFront host.
Vincent.
And you can be watched at what time?
17:30 UTC Wednesdays.
Or rather, listen
UpFront.
to. Thank you very much.
And then, of course, I guess we can say now we'll be seeing you on Facebook because In Focus has a Facebook. And, of course, you can log on there and see some of the people who work on, in fact, all the people who work behind the scenes on the In Focus show.
And, of course, we want you to be our friend. That's what Facebook is all about. So make sure you log in there. Want to hear your feedback. And remember, the keyword is In Focus.
And don't forget the old traditional way of logging on, and that's voaafrica.com. And there you'll get all the latest news and information from the voice of America.